Today I will have a go at restoring my 45-year-old 1978 vintage Palitoy Star Wars X-Wing. This was purchased in the main toy store in my hometown of Gävle in Sweden, where I grew up. As you can see, this toy has seen its fair share of normal wear and tear. One of the wing cannons is missing, the stickers have dried up and peeled off, and as is often the case with aging white plastic toys, it has yellowed in some places. But there's also good news. None of the parts have actually broken and the canopy is still there, which is a difficult piece to replace if lost. And one thing that makes this restoration exercise a bit easier is that the European Palitoy version of the X-Wing was simplified in its design in comparison with its American sibling. The Kenner X-Wing had some electronics, a front laser light bulb and sound effects, which makes that version a bit more cumbersome to disassemble and restore. The Palitoy version doesn't have any of that, and it also consists of fewer structural parts, and presumably these changes were made to make the model a bit cheaper to produce. So to restore this to its former glory, I need to take it apart, de-yellow the plastic, and substitute the missing parts and stickers with new ones that I have ordered on eBay. The most important pieces to separate are the white plastic parts that I need to treat with chemicals to de-yellow. Taking this X-Wing apart turns out to be relatively straightforward. It had held together with a few screws. Of course, if it had been riveted or melted together or glued together, it would have made it more complicated to take it apart and reassemble. Now, once the main body sections have been separated, I can then remove the front leg, which you can only do from within, and then I end up with this wing package, cockpit and the R2-D2. And the R2-D2 also serves as a button that you push to expand the wings into its familiar X shape, so this functionality of course needs to remain once I put the ship back together again. The central piece is held together with a small metal rod, which I need to slide out with the help of a couple of knives carefully so as not to break the plastic. And once this is done, I can then separate the two wings by squeezing together these two plastic fasteners. So then the wings come apart, separated from the cockpit section, ready for de-yellowing. So the next step is then to de-yellow the white wings and the main body section to make them as white as when the toy was new. Now I see that yellowing is mostly present on the wingtip, so I will not actually bother too much with the fuselage. I tried several different methods of de-yellowing that I have read about. The first attempt is to mix baking soda and dishwasher liquid into a paste that I apply to the plastic parts and leave it for a few hours. Actually, overnight even. Well, it didn't work. I see no difference, so I don't know. Perhaps I didn't do it right. So the second method is to dip them in a 50-50 mix of bleach and water. But again, after many hours of this mix bath, there is again no improvement. So at this point I'm almost ready to give up, and then I turn to the most common method that I've seen others use, which is to dip the parts in hydrogen peroxide and leave it out in the sunlight for a few days. And the idea here is that the combination of the hydrogen peroxide and the UV light from the sun combine to remove the yellow in the plastic. So what's important here is to soak the parts in a container that does not block out the sunlight. I also weighed them down with filled bottles so that the yellowed edges of the wings would be completely submerged in the liquid. And I was lucky, actually, that we had some sunny days this week, although I was a bit concerned because this is still only early March, that perhaps the sun didn't provide enough UV radiation here in continental Europe to get the job done. And after the first day, I have to say I didn't see much progress. But on the second day, we had a very nice visitor in our backyard, which I include here for a little bit of local flavor, although it has nothing to do with this project. Anyway, after 2 more days in the sun, I am happy to see that most of the yellowing on the wings is now gone. So after washing the parts off in water, I just let them dry off and we can begin with the reassembly. Trying to remember now how I took the whole thing apart. I do my best to put it back together again. So first putting the wings together with the cockpit section, these squeezing the fasteners, reinserting the pin, and then over to the fuselage. I have to reinsert the front leg and screw the main body elements back in place. And now I think we are ready to reapply the replacement stickers. The stickers have not been pre-cut, so I need to cut them with scissors, but that's not a big problem. And then I just need to figure out where they are supposed to go. Now this rear sticker, it caused a bit of an issue for me. I was puzzled to discover that the first set of stickers that I bought off eBay didn't actually include this one, but instead contain a replacement sticker for the R2D2, which is not needed for this model. Well, it turned out that I had bought the replacement stickers for the almost identical Kenner model. That one does not need the rear sticker because this back panel is made of molded plastic. So I had to order a separate set of stickers specifically for the Palitoy X-Wing, which now included this rear panel sticker. So that was a mishap on my part to order the wrong set of stickers. Then when all the stickers are in place, I can attach the replacement wing cannons. Now these replacement wing cannons were grey, whereas the originals were black. But I decided to let this slide. In the movies the cannons are in any case not black, so perhaps this can be seen as a slight improvement on the original. And with that, finally, my restored vintage 1978 Star Wars X-Wing looks, I think, almost like new. Since this is my very first toy restoration, I have to say I'm reasonably pleased with the result. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And then that was it for this time. Thanks for watching.